Hello, everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Team Mouat's Grant Hardie. We can't just say we're now #1 and rest on that. Road to Milano Cortina 2026. In an exclusive interview ahead of the World Men's Curling Championships, Team Mouat's vice skip opens up on the season's slam successes, the importance of a healthy rivalry, and why he is all in on making it to Milano Cortina 2026. We probably don't think about ourselves much, Grant Hardie says over a video link, reflecting on his curling team's remarkable season until now. The pursuit of perfection in a game dictated by ice and granite and decided by millimeters and margins may be a merry chase. But even if it's a seeming impossibility, it hasn't stopped Hardie and the Scots from trying. Under the leadership of skip Bruce Mouat, the Beijing 2022 Olympic silver medalists with Team GB have had, beyond all doubt, a stunning year. Their 3 Grand Slam of curling titles out of a possible 4 have taken their total tally of slam wins up to 9, with Mouat now sitting in esteemed company as 4th in the all-time men's skip title wins list. It's almost hard to believe that Scotland had never won a slam title before the quartet, including Hammy McMillan Jr. and Bobby Lammy, came together 8 years ago. Such has been the sustained level of excellence by the world's #1 side that it's as if they've always been around, demanding the rest of the world to keep pace. When you start seeing that Bruce is the 6th skip to now win all the slams and 4th all-time, it's pretty incredible to think that we've managed to do that, the 32-year-old says, almost in disbelief as he considers what the achievements mean. He soaks it up, it seems, for a second before deftly turning to praise the wider team, who has played a role in getting the group to their current level. There's not many teams last 9 years together or 8 years, so you've had to work on that work in the dynamics a lot. We've spent a lot of time in meeting rooms as much as on the ice. And that credit goes to our coaches for that. We've got great facilities, great support staff, the usual not cliche stuff, but it is. We are very lucky. We all kind of knew the 4 of us could have a huge potential together. But, there was no given it was going to happen straight away. And we've had to work quite hard to get to where we are at the moment. Heat of the moment. Heat of the battle. If hard work and a strong support network have been key to the establishment of Team Mouat's current reign, then another important and emerging detail is Team White, Scotland's other elite men's curling team. Skipped by Ross White, formerly an alternate for Team Mouat, the rink is 5th in the world curling team rankings and has been quietly unrelenting in the pressure it has applied on their Scottish counterparts. For the 2nd time in as many years, Team White defeated Team Mouat at the Scottish National Championships in February, prompting White to say they, and not Team Mouat, should represent Scotland at the upcoming World Men's Curling Championships. Owing no doubt to slam form, Mouat's quartet got the nod instead. But it's not something Hardie explains they have taken lightly. Team White, they are a great team, as I said. And you're not going to beat them every time you play them, Hardie concedes of his rivals. You see them training every day. And it just kind of motivates you to try and stay ahead of them and try and get back to stay at the top of the world rankings. In that final, we had 6.5 ends where we're playing really well in control, and then a couple of misses. One from myself, one from Bruce, and Ross played an incredible shot to get 3 and really turn the game on its head. And we just kind of unfortunately didn't really recover from that. Kind of hit us, shocked us a wee bit. If that loss has kept them hungry, then so did their slip earlier in the season at the European Championships. Arriving off the back of one of their hot streaks, the Scots flew through the round robin and looked all but sure to take their 4th consecutive continental crown when, in the final, they were upset by Germany. They played incredible in that final, and rightly upset us, as you would say. Ice conditions were slightly different in the final. And they probably handled that slightly better than us, Hardie says contemplatively. Of course, there's going to be question marks having not won your national championship, losing the European final. But we're also very confident in what we've been doing this year. We're still trending in the right direction, still playing at a very, very high level, and we're hoping to go into Worlds and come home with our 2nd world title, Olympic stakes at World Men's Curling Championships. The World Men's Curling Championships 2025 in Moose Jaw, Canada, the current object in Team Mouat's sights, will then present several challenges for Hardie and the group. In addition to the title, the event will double as a qualifier for the Olympic Winter Games Milano Cortina 2026, meaning Hardie Mouat, and the team will need to deliver a strong result not only to add another crown to the collection, but also secure Great Britain a quota for the Games and show that they should be the ones to represent Team GB for a 2nd time. Given that the landscape of world curling is as harsh, diverse, and tough as ever, the pressure on the shoulders of the group at this junction is by no means insignificant. When pressed on how he navigates the ever-mounting stakes, Hardie remains cool. His logic is that the more you expose yourself to big games, the more they start to feel familiar. And it's not too long before they're no different to the rest. Our first couple of years, it was all quite new to you. The first slam final, you really felt the butterflies, the pressure, the expectation from home. You'd never won one. You probably showed a little bit of nerves, he explains. I think that Olympic final in Beijing is probably the most nervous we've ever felt, but in the same sense, I felt we handled it great. We played a really good game. Similar to how we had played all week, unfortunately just lost in the extra on the last shot. I think the more you put yourself in those positions, the more you embrace it, the more you enjoy it. And I think that has helped us. We've all played plenty of finals, lost plenty, and thankfully won a few, and I think that's certainly helped us. The Scotsman's relaxed demeanor plays its hand in the big moments within games. As Mouat's vice skip, his primary role is to advise. That, for Hardie, means offering key insight and opinion, typically towards the conclusion of an end. His fascination with the data the team scrape from their performances and their opponents in advance of their games, paired with self-awareness and previous experience as a skip, he believes helps him complement Mouat when it counts. Bruce, he's very good at kind of taking advice and opinions. A lot of skips will maybe just say like, "This is my team, this is how we're doing it." Bruce really wants and values input from the full team. I think the tactical side of things is what really interests me. And he's more than willing to take that kind of on board. I think we've just got a really good understanding of each other. Hardie's continues discussing their dynamic. Please subscribe the channel, share this with a friend, thank you.